I know all the debate moderators, and I have some idea of how they're preparing, but I don't know what they're prepared to say. I can tell you this. Every debate moderator tries to figure a way to get past the speeches, to get past, to create, it's a rare opportunity to see a contrast between the two candidates on any issues. There's no question that they disagree on climate change, and this has not been an issue which has come up. I personally would like to hear them talk about it. I would like to hear the contrast between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump on climate change and find out how informed either of them is. We're down to the basic question at these debates is, how informed are you, not what would you do? And so the way that, I'll get to your question about how you affect it in a minute, which I'm not sure you can, but I'll get back to it. My biggest experience with this was the first debate I moderated was in 2004, and it was the vice presidential candidate, Dick Cheney, and John Edwards, who I always say, if I had a chance to do it again, the questions would be different for each of them. But at the time I was trying to figure out, there's only one vice presidential debate, how do I get them to talk about something that's off their topic, something they haven't rehearsed for, something they wouldn't expect? And I came across a statistic about HIV infection among African American women skyrocketing at the time. Nobody was talking about this. And I prefaced my question by saying, you've all both talked about AIDS in Africa. I want to talk about AIDS in this country. Please don't talk about AIDS in Africa. What would you do if you were in this administration about this issue about skyrocketing HIV infections among African American women? It's very specific. Dick Cheney's response was, oh, I didn't know that. End of response. John Edwards' response was, well, let me give you my 3-point plan for AIDS in Africa. I found out afterward from people who prepped him for that debate that was the question they thought I was going to give them, an AIDS in Africa question. So he didn't even hear the distinction. It just clicked in. And so at one point I had a choice. Neither of them answered the question. Neither of them knew about it. And I could have chased them around the table, but I kind of made a decision as a moderator that the viewers at home had done and learned what they needed to learn about this, which is that none of them knew or cared. And I, to this day, all these years later, still get people who walk up to me and say, love that AIDS question. People remember when these candidates reveal themselves for what they are, for what they don't know and what they do know. So I think that's part of the moderator's responsibility, to let the viewers at home know what these guys or women in this case are capable of. I don't know what for sure what the format is this year, but I do know that at least in I think the town hall debate, they are making some effort to solicit questions on Facebook or from online. Those then get intensely vetted by the moderators. And because moderators like to be the ones that ask the